And that's a quick check of news around the state with Louisiana Radio Network News this morning here on KTKC. This morning we're joined with Jesse Eason from Sarepta and Greg. I missed your last name.
McCam.
What?
McCam.
Matt Cam. Matt Cam?
That's right.
Matt Cam. Look at me, man. I'm tearing it all up today.
We just met.
Exactly, man. Just a minute. He rolled up in here this morning, come over from home. Or Jesse is working on a fundraiser type, benefit type thing that him and his sister were working on. And before we get into the benefit part of it just a little bit, Jesse, tell us a little bit about yourself and also about your sister that we lost earlier this month.
Okay, well, of course, I'm with the group Swamp Donky. My sister, she passed away September the 2nd in a motorcycle accident. Prior to that accident, probably 2 to 3 weeks, she had called up on me. She said, I need Swamp Donky to do a benefit for Joey, which Joey is her grandson. And I said, well, hey, let's get the place together and let's do it. So I called up on Leaf and Greg and Eric, who are all of Swamp Donky, and he said they were all in. And we had talked about doing it in a couple of different places, and of course then the accident happened, and it was I got with my niece and I said, hey, I still got to do this benefit. And I had called up on Greg on our album. One of my sister's favorite songs was Right Where We Belong, and Greg he performed this at the funeral. And somewhere in between this song, I kind of had these ideas just percolating in my head what I needed to do, and it's kind of escalated here of a lot of support, and we've I didn't realize it was going to grow like this, like it has in the last week, and it's really taken off here, and getting a lot of support from our community. Of course, I mean, Swamp Donky, I can think for the last couple of years, Greg, we've probably, I don't know how many benefits we've done, and instead of me being called on for benefits, I called out, I'm calling on the community myself, because sometime in your life you're going to need that. So I'm in need of it now.
Yeah. And the cause here is very close to you. Of course, it's your sister's son, correct? And he suffers from type of muscular dystrophy, correct?
Yes, actually it's called, he has a SMA type 2 spinal muscular atrophy. And which is, it's a neuromuscular disease. And the cause of this, and I won't get off on the reasons why, but the state of Arkansas denied this special wheelchair that he needed, which is a per mobile wheelchair, which helps him be a little bit more independent, with his life,
Gotcha.
And of course, it's very expensive, but it's just not like your normal wheelchair, you would see. It's just, but this is something she wanted. It's something I'm gonna make sure, that in her memory that that he's gonna get.
That boy chair.
That's right.
How old is Joey?
Joey is 7 years old now, I believe. He lives in. His name is Joey Hampton. My niece's name is Bridget, and his dad's name is Alan Hampton.
Okay. And where do they live?
Stamps, Arkansas.
Stamps, Arkansas.
Yeah.
So I know that you guys are planning this whole event thing to raise money to get the power chair and a couple other things that he needs to be able to function by himself, right?
That's right. That's exactly right. And we're planning this event for September the 22nd. Of course, I mean, I've been posting things on Facebook. We're going to have. We've got a location which is going to be in Lafayette County, which is off of Highway 53 on County Road 73. But I'm going to get some good directions, and I'll have those posted. Okay. We've got flyers going out. We've got a poker run going on. I've already got a softball tournament. I think all the teams have been met on that. I mean, this is just growing, and that's that's what I need.
Now, are all these events going to be that same weekend on the 22nd, or are you going to kind of spread them out and scatter them a little bit?
No, I'll be the 22nd. Then we're having the concert that night.
Okay.
Which will start around 7 o'clock, and we've got another group that'll be opening up for us, and then we'll take it from there. Probably take the stage 9 or 10 o'clock that night.
I know that y'all are calling it Swamp Fest, jamming for Joey.
That's right.
Putting him out there, and will he be at the concert or
Yeah, yes, he will. Joey will be there. He will be there. He will make an appearance. I've got a picture of him. There's one picture on my Facebook page of my sister kissing him on the cheek, and then on the flyers, of course, there's a picture of him in his wheelchair that he has now. And I tell you, Joey, to be such a small kid, he's well mannered, very good kid, very sweet boy. I mean, he's if you met him, you'd fall in love with him. I promise you.
I tell you what, we're gonna take a little country music break real quick. We'll be right back with Jesse and Greg here on KTKC. Anyway, we're going to stay right here. I'm having computer problems. It's just, like, I got up off the wrong side of the bed. It got up off the wrong side of the bed. Yeah, it's just going to be one of those days. Just one of those days. So we're going to stay right here. We may take that break coming up in just a little bit. So, Jesse, tell us a little bit. I know Joey, who, that is going to be Jennifer's son, right, that you lost?
It's actually my sister's grandson.
Oh, okay. And so Bridget is the one. Okay, it's Bridget's son. Then.
Right, that's correct.
See, I was going to take this break to learn all this stuff, and now I'm lost.
That's okay.
It's okay. People understand.
Anyway, Swamp Fest coming up on the 22nd of September, somewhere in Lafayette County. We'll get more information from Jesse about that coming up a little bit.
And I'm just wondering, how old was your sister?
It's kind of easy to keep up with them. There's 5 kids, and Jennifer was 7 years older than I am, and she was 51 when she lost her life.
51.
Yeah. And it was kind of she and I were very close. Me being the youngest child, the older kids were always the protector of the younger ones. So I got the liberty of being real close with all the, older siblings,
I understand. I'm the baby, and I'm closer to. I have an older brother and older sister, and I understand.
Yeah. So, but this is just something I've had to do. There's other things, about that I've got here that's written down that my niece wrote down for me. It's not just actually the power chair. It comes with a power standard. The type of chair is per mobile. It also comes with a home lift system, also a special toilet, a shower cot system to accommodate his hip and knee contractors. I mean, there's just things here that go along with it. So, and right now we have opened up with Regions Bank. It's with the King of Ministries for Joey, where people can make donations. And right now I've already got donations as far as Virginia coming in, and that's just been so cool, because since the death of my sister, this is all I've worked on really.
Well, I'm sure it's a burden on, even though he sounds like he has a positive attitude as a child, but I'm sure it's a burden on his parents. I mean, it has to be daily living, without the equipment that he needs, and he can't get the assistance with the state of Arkansas, you said.
Right.
And if they can't afford, I'm sure the equipment is outrageous, and I can't imagine just daily things and daily tasks that we don't think about that he needs help with that that we take for granted.
And see, here's the thing: my niece is a full-time student at SAU, and her husband, while she's in school, he's working in the oil field, and if I'm not mistaken, he works 7 on 7 off. So my niece, she's got school, and she's got Joey, while Alan is gone, so it's there's things here, that can help her. And like I said, everybody has problems, and like I said, we help as much as we can. It's usually towards the end of the year, like last year. I guess we done 3 benefits, last year, to help out with small children, because small children are, more closer to our heart, I guess. I don't know why, but that's just kind of what we work on.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people out there are real big fans of Swamp Donky, and this community does really well for people that need a little help, and I think it's going to do just fine. What is the way somebody can get in touch with you, Jesse, just in case they have any questions about Swamp Fest, about any of the events y'all have going on, like the poker run or the softball tournament or anything like that? How do they get in touch with you?
Well, they can reach by email, which is swampdonkey8@gmail.com.
Okay.
And also, I have my Facebook page, Jesse Eason. Hey, feel free to add me as your friend. I mean, I have all the information on there. I have not started a page on Facebook, just for Joey. My niece, which is Bridget Hampton, any questions that they may have, she could probably answer, Joey's condition if they had any questions on her, which she's, on Facebook as well,
I'll tell you what, I'm going to try one more time to take this country music break. If it
Okay.
doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Anyway, we'll be right back with, I'll wrap up with Jesse and Greg here on KTKC in just a bit. And that's a little Colt Ford and Jake Owen here on KTKC this morning. Still in the studio here with Jesse Eason and Greg McCam. Ha! Remember,
Nice.
look at me
Excellent.
from Homer. See,
Excellent.
I'm going to know your whole life story by the time you
That's
leave.
okay. I've forgotten your name already. No.
That's fine. It's okay. She's Amanda. That's all you need to know.
Actually, I think she's who I've been communicating with. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought
right.
so.
She is our Facebook bloodhound out there.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying anything. Anyway, Jesse's been in here talking about an event that they have coming up for. It's really kind of a benefit for his nephew, Jamming for Joey. Swamp Fest going to be held on the 22nd of September. Already had a call or two asking some information about what's going on. There is going to be the poker run. Did find out that that's going to start at the Relay Station or Cash Magic here in Spring Hill at 11 a.m. on the 22nd. That's the information about that. He's going to give some information about the softball tournament.
Right, on the poker run now, Larry Poole is, I think, and Cynthia are kind of helping us out with that. As far as the softball tournament, Robert Matt Stevens and Jason Weiss have kind of joined in to help me with this. And let me give out Robert Matt's number because I think he may have 2 slots. 10 slots were filled just immediately, and that was just great. And you can reach him at 578-3641. Like I said, as of last night, I think they had 2 slots to fill, but just not absolutely sure on that. And also, I wanted to mention I had a lot of people. I've had so many messages on Facebook, and I try to answer them. And of course, I've been working on this. The song that was sang at my sister's funeral, "Right Where We Belong" by Greg here. You can find that song on iTunes. It's under Swamp Donky. Of course, we spell Swamp Donky Donky, and it was kind of legal reasons, because when we had to get the copyrights on our stuff, we kind of had to change it around a little bit. But anyway, I really appreciate all the support I've gotten, and I know I'm gonna get more. And thank y'all so much for having us in here this morning.
All right, and this event coming up on September the 22nd. You can find out more information about the cause, the connection to Swamp Donky, all that. Just look up Jesse Eason online on Facebook. He'll be happy to give you the whole story. It's a very touching story that is kind of developed very quickly here this month, especially after the passing of his sister.
That's
so
right.
Get in contact with him and give you all the information. And Jesse, keep giving us information about it. We'll be happy to share it here on KTC.
Thank y'all very
KTKC.
much. Appreciate
Shut
it.
up. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. We'll be right back with Trivia Block here on KTKC.